I'm so honored to be here today to welcome you, each and every one of you, to the Ventura County Community Development Corporation's 10th Annual Homeownership Conference, A New Way Home, VCCDC's Homeownership Conference that has grown from already being our region's largest homeownership event to a can't miss virtual conference. You're a part of it today for home buyers and homeowners across Central and Southern California. And you know, those images from Citibank today from Citi, very exciting, because who hasn't dreamed of those days for yourself and your family? So we're very happy that you are able to join us today, because last year we had a virtual event that had more than 1,000 attendees. And so with the use of the Huba platform and all its dynamism, it's so robust, we now have an opportunity to make today an immersive and an interactive experience for you, so that you can participate, ask your questions, learn, and just enjoy the day. I also want to welcome our wonderful American Sign Language interpreters, and we also want to recognize our Spanish translators, porque para acceder a la traducción en español, por favor, haga usted un clic en el icono del globo en la parte inferior de la pantalla. And we again want to thank each and every person making the translation possible. What's our goal today? Number one, that you enjoy it. But number two, that you are inspired and that you leave today more equipped than ever, so that you can have your path forward towards home ownership. We want you to know that the idea of home ownership is within reach for everyone. For some, it may be a little bit faster. For others, it may take a little more time. But you know what? You need guidance. You need the practical tools to achieve that dream. And that's why we're here today. This homeownership conference gives you an opportunity to take you to the next step, to build some equity, to invest in your future, to become a homeowner. And if you're already a homeowner, we want you to have an opportunity to preserve your home. VCCDC is here because we are empowering low to moderate income individuals and families just like us to build wealth through education and through home ownership. Now, who doesn't know that COVID-19 has had a tough impact on what has already been a difficult housing crisis? Families who have been facing some very challenging economic hardship. But you know what? We're going to make it through this, and VCCDC is more vital than ever to make that possible. I also want you to know that many of the families who have been assisted in becoming homeowners started right here at a conference just like the one that you are attending today. So don't think it is impossible for you. You are the next one. Today, we're going to be providing some very high quality education and resources. And let me tell you, I've been doing my homework on this program. It is outstanding, world-class information for you, resources and encouragement to anyone who's seeking to achieve their dream of home ownership, or maybe you want to preserve your current home. Our goal today here at VCCDC is to give you that chance to build wealth through home ownership. That's the number one objective. So with so many great resources to help you through the journey, you can achieve your own dream. And we want you to know that you're going to have an opportunity to impact future generations. Now, it's my wonderful opportunity also to introduce the board president of VCCDC, Joseph Gutierrez. Joseph has served on the board for more than a decade. He's an experienced bilingual executive leader in the banking industry, and his focus is this very area: mortgage lending for low and moderate income families. So help me welcome, and we're very happy to have him here today to welcome you, the attendees. Joseph, take it away.
Thank you, David. Good morning, everyone. Again, this is Joseph Gutierrez, board president for VCCDC. I've been part of this organization, as David said, for more than a decade. But I've been actually the president, I believe, going on 4 years now. And it's been a pleasure to continue to operate the board, to be able to be part of the board, to be able to be great succession with this organization that it does for all communities. It's great to be part of this team that cares so much about families, whether they are looking for a home, trying to save their home, whatever the case may be. VCCDC is there. First of all, also, I want to apologize for no video. I'm using somebody else's system, and I'm not sure how to turn this camera on, but hopefully we'll get through this here. Again, just to give you a little background on VCCDC, it has empowered over 20,000 families through our education and financial coaching services. We've assisted nearly 3,000 families with buying a home, becoming a mortgage ready, and staying in their home. You know, awarded more than $10 million in down payment assistance programs. And that's not just through local governments and cities, that's also with our financial partners that have assisted us many, many ways. Whether it's supporting the organization itself, supporting opportunities such as what you're attending this morning. Just, you know, everybody, you know, has the passion to make everything a reality. And without that assistance from our partners, this organization, you know, would have a hard time continuing to stay afloat. Even though we would do it, we still, you know, we still manage to rely on our partners to help us get there. The other thing is it's provided more than 188 million in first mortgage financing to low and moderate income families, and you know, we've prevented over 106 million in foreclosures through home prevention. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of background of VCCDC. Although I am the board chair, we've got a great director, Ms. Berta. You know, Berta's with us, and she's been there for so many years and really runs that organization. She is the backbone of this organization, and I've always had the pleasure of working with her and making sure we're doing the right thing for this organization and getting ourselves out there. So with that said, I hope everybody enjoys the information that's going to be presented to you this morning, and hopefully whatever it takes, whatever you need, you'll come see us, and we'd be more than happy to work with all of you and to help you achieve that opportunity of home ownership. Thank you very much. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for what you do, because this is work. As he pointed out, you know, he rolls off numbers like 188 million like it's nothing. That's just coffee change. Are you kidding me? This is an economic engine in our community. So thank you so very much, Joseph, for what you, the board, the team under Berta, and so many people behind the scenes. I want to tell you, they have been just outstanding. They've made my job today of keeping this bus moving easy. Now, let's move on. We have a lot of wonderful people to introduce and organizations that I want to thank for making this event possible. Let's begin by recognizing that what they do here, it's not just about dollars and cents, my friends, although that helps. It's about community leadership. It's about making that investment with you and me to join us on a Saturday, and they make their generous contribution of resources, their spirit, and their time. Let me first, of course, recognize our presenting sponsor. You met them at the top of the show, Citibank, for supporting this year's conference and being a wonderful longtime supporter of VCCDC. Also, next up, equally important to us, our platinum sponsors, California Bank and Trust, CBC Federal Credit Union, Comerica Bank, also Premier America Credit Union, Silicon Valley Bank, and U.S. Bank. We thank you, each and every one of you, for your wonderful love and support of this organization. Also, our gold sponsors, City National Bank, Union Bank, the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation, and Insperity, along with our silver sponsor, Schneider and Associates, the Port of Hueneme, what an organization, Mechanics Bank, Bank of America, the fine folks at the County of Ventura, and many, many other sponsors, guys. We just don't have time for all of them, because you're making this 10th anniversary of the conference so successful. We would also like to recognize Silicon Valley Bank, formerly Boston Private Bank, and Union Bank, because they have supported us continually for this home ownership conference since we started in 2013. What a wonderful tribute they have made to this organization. Thank you for your commitment to the mission of VCCDC for the past decade. I also want to invite you. Go to our sponsors' virtual exhibits. I mean, what an opportunity from wherever you're seated, or maybe you're in your vehicle. You can just click on that. You can visit exhibits. You can go and check them out and find out what they're doing in our community. I think you're going to be very, very favorably impressed. And by the way, you can also talk with them via video stream or get on the chat box down there and let them know what you want to find out. Well, now, my honor to represent a real champion. We're talking about Vero Moore, who's right there on the screen with me. I just want to tell you a little bit about her activity. Vera's life is, she's walking the walk. Let me just tell you that way. She is someone who gives tirelessly to our community. In fact, I know she's at another event. I won't say where, but she is here with us because that's how important it is. She represents our presenting sponsor, Citibank. She has been an advocate for communities of color and low and moderate income communities her entire career. You don't achieve what she does without being there. Let me tell you something, 15 years of experience in both the private and the public sector. Vera is a senior vice president in Citi's community investment or investing and development function. And here's what that means. She oversees the West Community Relations Team. Hear the word community. And she is doing that each and every day. Here's what they're doing. I love this description. She is building authentic relationships through meeting with stakeholders, sharing with them the people of City. She's also sharing their products, their resources, and their services, because the whole idea is to expand equitable opportunities for you and me, every person in our community. Before that, she was at JP Morgan Chase. She also had a significant role there in the investment and local implementation of, get this, $30 billion in the Racial Equity Commitment Initiative right here in the state of California. For her courageous commitment to nonprofit organizations, she has been recognized by many, many groups, among them the award that came from the Community Reinvestment. It's the Community Reinvestment Visionary of the Year, long title. She earned it from Asian Inc., a powerful woman of the Bay Area by Black women organized for political action, and the Training Institute for Leadership Enrichment, and a corporate leader by the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Inc., Oakland Bay Area chapter, and the National Urban League, our friends over there. She also joined the San Francisco Business Times 40 under 40 class of 2021. Vera, I'm going to have to take a sip of water. Those are some wonderful achievements. I don't know how you have found so much time to do it all, but truly, Vera, from our heart to yours, thank you for what you do.
Well, David, I have to start by saying that was incredible. I really hope we get to meet in person at some point, because we had to be up volunteering at about 6 a.m. this morning, and I am definitely rejuvenated after just hearing your voice and feeling your aura and energy. So thank you for that. I definitely want to say again, as David mentioned, my name is Vero Moore, and on behalf of Citibank, it is my pleasure to help welcome you to Ventura County Community Development Corporation's 10th annual virtual homeownership conference, A New Way Home. I have to say, for those of you in the virtual audience, and I know that you've been through this once before, virtual conferences may seem like it may be easy to pull off. It's not. It's really difficult. And I would definitely be remiss if I didn't start by saying a huge thank you and congratulations to Executive Director Bertha Garcia, Kaylee Victoria, Director of Program Development and Administration, and the entire VCC DC staff, volunteers, board of directors, for all the work that you do, not only at this conference, but every day to strengthen communities by empowering everyday people like you in the virtual audience to build wealth through homeownership and education. I also want to say thank you to the virtual audience for taking the time, as David mentioned earlier today, for being here on this Saturday morning to invest in yourself and in your family by attending this homeownership conference. It's really going to take all of us to tackle some of the challenges that are being faced by society, really on an economic level, an environmental level. And it really is going to be for us in California. We'd probably argue that the lack of access to affordable housing that's safe, that has the ability to provide places for our kids to grow up and play in a safe neighborhood is a public health crisis. That's why we partner with organizations like Ventura County Community Development Corporation, who work relentlessly and unapologetically to ensure that everyday people know that, as David mentioned earlier, while it may take some work, it may take time, homeownership is still attainable. You have the ability to be a homeowner. You have the ability to stay inside of your house. And Ventura Community Development Corporation has a proven track record in terms of preparing people for home ownership, getting people in homes, and making sure that you're able to stay in your homes. So City's partnership with VCCDC started back in 2007. So over the last 15 years, City has been honored to partner with this organization on several programs, including Changing Lives Through Home Ownership, which is a financial coaching and education program, which has successfully assisted families to reduce their debt, increase their savings, boost their credit scores, and create overall financial resilience and stability. And beyond our philanthropy, because we really do aim to have deeper relationships with organizations and to go beyond the check, several city employees also regularly volunteer their time, talent, and expertise to this organization, who I want to take a moment to publicly acknowledge. So our city loan officer, Elena Pacheco, who volunteers on a monthly basis during home buyer workshops, providing invaluable information to future home buyers in the counties of Ventura, Kern, Santa Barbara, and Los Angeles. I'm also joined by Rashi Kalor, who's in the trailer next to me, and one of the veterans on our market manager team in community relations, who has been a part of the board for over 11 years with Joseph. And today, in our attempt to continue to help to expand access to homeownership and housing, we have volunteers from our community lending team and our loan pavilion who are available to provide pre-qualifications to potential home buyers. You'll also hear from two of my colleagues later today as well. So Desalina Avila and Kevin Boydijan about some of the tools and resources that City has to offer to potential home buyers. So again, welcome. Thank you so much for attending. As David mentioned at the top of the welcome, take advantage of the information that you're going to receive today. Take advantage of the resources and the opportunity to network with industry experts that really have the ability to help your dreams come true. So with that, I'll see you in the conference. Back over to you, David.
Vera, thank you. And for doing the two for today, you're somewhere else, but you're with us here, and that's what matters. Thank you and your team. Mis amigos, quiero decirles que tenemos traducción, pero de este corazón al suyo, los quiero mucho. Me da tanto gusto recibirlos. I am so honored to be here with you because, guys, look, who doesn't remember that moment when you first started dreaming about owning a home and you didn't know where to start? Today, you have that key. Thank you, VCCDC, for making that possible. I'm going to now introduce you to a case in point. Her name, Myra Oseguera Torres. Myra, welcome to the program. ¿Cómo estás? You can speak English or Spanish. We're probably going to talk a little bit about both. Myra, how are you today?
Oh, sorry for that.
That's
Because
okay.
I am the parking lot. Voy a hablar en español.
Está bien, señora. Si quiere, hablamos francés.
Voy a hablar en español porque es mi lengua nativa y me siento más cómoda hablando en español. Y porque sé que hay muchas personas que hablan español y tal vez pueden entender mejor y se pueden motivar más sobre seguir teniendo ese sueño de poder tener su propia casa.
Permítame traducir eso al inglés. I don't know, but I'm going to translate it into English. She says, I can speak both languages, but I want to speak to you from my heart. And because of that, I will speak in English because I want you to hear that it is possible that just like us who had this dream, you too can have the dream to own a home. ¿Qué me quiere decir, Myra? Díganos su historia.
Mi historia es un poco larga porque yo empecé en el 2016. Fue la primera vez que yo tuve oportunidad de aprender sobre los pasos que se necesitan para poder tener tu propia casa.
She says, ours is a long story, but look, I started in 2016 to take those first few steps to own our own home. Adelante.
Mi esposo y yo en la primera reunión, él era un trabajador y yo ni siquiera hablaba inglés.
She says he was just a worker, not just, but he was a worker, and I didn't even speak English.
So, después de nuestro primer meeting que tuvimos, entendimos qué es lo que teníamos que hacer y empezamos a trabajar en eso.
The first meeting, she said, enabled her to find out what they had to do. And here's the key. They started working to make that possible. Siga.
Después del 2016, en este año 2022, en abril, entramos por primera vez a nuestra propia casa.
She says, in April of this year, we had the privilege of coming into our own home. We're talking 6 years. ¿Qué jornada fue esta? Díganos algo. ¿Cómo usted encontró dinero para llegar a su al primer taller? I'm asking her this because I know some stuff about her, that there was a little secret about how she got to that first workshop. ¿Cómo alcanzó usted lograr eso?
Pues gracias al programa, ellos ofrecen las conferencias gratis para darnos toda esta información. Pero yo no tenía el suficiente dinero para pagar un babysitting, porque tenemos 3 niños.
We
En
have
ese
3
entonces,
children. She says we
sorry.
have 3 children. The workshop was free because there is no charge, but I didn't have enough money for a babysitter. ¿Y de dónde sacó los fondos?
Siempre tengo una lata con monedas donde guardo el cambio de lo que compramos.
She says, I have a little can where I keep all my change, and that's where I keep the coins from what's left over from things that I buy. Y eso fue como le ayudó a llegar.
Y yo pagué con eso a la niñera.
That's how I paid for my babysitter. Friends, if that isn't a humble beginning to a success story of becoming a homeowner, I don't know what it is. ¿Qué le diría, Myra, usted a toda persona que está escuchando que dice, no, pues eso es ella, yo qué, yo no puedo? What would you tell people who may doubt that they can do it?
El camino no es fácil, pero siempre tiene uno que tener en mente el objetivo. Y si quieres llegar al objetivo, aunque el camino se pone difícil, tienes que buscar la forma de seguir en el camino.
She says that even though the road can be a little difficult, it isn't easy, but you have to stick to it. Those are the key words, stick to it. I was noticing in my notes about Myra and her family. Ustedes aprendieron cómo ahorrar dinero, cómo manejar su calificación en su crédito. ¿Cómo les ayudó este entrenamiento a enfocarse en las metas específicas? I'm asking her, how did this program teach her to focus on the very targeted areas she had to work on?
Ellos siempre en el programa te enseñan, tienen hasta unas como hojas ya hechas donde tú puedes anotar tus gastos.
So they have templates, sheets that are already there that they can provide you to help guide you. Eso es lo importante. So templates that can help us know the path. Haga de cuenta que es un mapa. It's like a blueprint. It's like a map to our success. Myra, para cerrar, ¿algún otro pensamiento de ánimo para el pueblo? What else would you like to close with to encourage those who are listening?
Pues yo les diría a ellos que se acerquen a la organización de VCCDC, porque ellos se aseguran de que tengas un interés justo, la ayuda que necesitas para darte soporte con el down payment. Y aparte trabajan contigo como si ellos también estuvieran comprando la casa al mismo tiempo con nosotros.
Okay, 3 cositas, 3 things that she mentioned that I want to really emphasize. She says they're going to provide you the tools. We already said that, but there's also down payment assistance. And here's the best key. Here's the best key. That help you navigate every step of the way. Señora Myra, ¿dónde anda usted el día de hoy que la veo con sombrerito y todo? ¿Dónde
Ah,
anda?
mire, estoy en Santa Bárbara porque aunque la casa la compramos en Lompo, mi niño, el segundo de mis niños es un niño con necesidades especiales y cada sábado toma terapia de caballos y tiene un programa de socialización. Y ahora estamos aquí terminando con el programa de socialización. Estoy en Santa Bárbara.
You know, I asked her that because I kind of knew she was out and about. She is taking her son, who's a special needs child, to a horse therapy program. Well, those are outstanding. I just want to say to Mayra, Oseguera Torres, we're so proud of you. Nos da tanto orgullo conocerle. Gracias por compartir su historia tan abiertamente, señor, y que Dios me la cuide a usted y a toda su familia. May God bless you and your whole family. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Un
Thank you.
aplauso para Myra Oseguera Torres. And let me just tell you something, guys. She is one of many. That's why I enjoy my work as a journalist, that I meet so many people along my journey that they're just like Myra. There are people who, like you and I, are working each and every day to confront challenges and overcome them. And when you have friends like you do at VCC DC, we can make it happen. Well, thank you again, Maida, for making that possible. It's now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Her name is Tina Johnson Hall. She is Executive Director of the California Housing Finance Agency, also known as Cal HFA, those three initials. Ms. Johnson Hall has been a member of Cal HFA's Board of Directors since 2014, and before that, she served as the Senior Vice President and Manager of Community Development and Finance for BBVA Compass Bankshares, Inc. And prior to that, she held various housing positions in both the private and the public sectors. There is so much good stuff on her that I have notes. Let me also tell you, she has helped through Cal HFA more than 201,000 low and moderate income home buyers with more than $32 billion in first mortgages and $6.1 billion in financing for the construction and preservation of another 70,000 affordable rental housing units throughout the state. Let's watch the message from our friend Tina.
Hello, my name is Tina Johnson Hall, and I am the Executive Director of the California Housing Finance Agency for CalHFA. I want to start by saying how excited I am to be a part of this event to help celebrate the 10th year of VCCDC helping homebuyers and homeowners from Ventura County and throughout the region. And then I just want to congratulate every one of you that took the initiative and found the time to attend. It can be disheartening to hear in the news and from friends and family about rising home prices and climbing interest rates, but I'm here to tell you, home ownership is possible. At CalHFA, we helped 7,600 low and moderate income Californians achieve the dream of home ownership last year. And there are other programs out there that can also help. So what is CalHFA? Well, we are a state agency that offers programs that can help people just like you buy their first home. I'm going to walk you through the process in a minute, but I also wanted to mention another program we have right now, which is the California Mortgage Relief Program. California was awarded $1 billion for this program, which can help eligible homeowners who have fallen behind on payments during the pandemic get caught up. These funds do not need to be paid back, so please visit camortgagerelief.org to see if you are eligible. But I want to tell you more about our programs for first-time home buyers. And I know firsthand how scary it can be to make this leap, especially when you've gone through some financial struggles. When my husband and I set out to buy our first home, we actually didn't qualify because of our credit. But we worked with a housing counselor, figured out how to make a budget, and we were able to fix our credit. When we finally qualified, I'll never forget that moment. And then walking through the door of our first home, I'll never forget that moment either. And CalHFA can help you experience the joy of that moment just like I did. We provide down payment and closing cost assistance for low and moderate income Californians. And that assistance works in conjunction with many traditional mortgage programs like FHA, VA, USDA, and even conventional loans. And here's the good news. With CalHFA programs, you don't need a huge savings account to become a homeowner. Many people believe you need 20% down to get a traditional mortgage, but you really don't. For first-time home buyers, they can get into homes with as little as 3% down, and that's where CalHFA comes in. Our My Home program offers loans up to 3.5% of the sales price for down payment assistance, and you do not have to make monthly mortgage payments on that part of the loan. It would just be due when you refinance, sell, or at the end of the 30-year term of the mortgage. CalHFA is a state agency, not a lender, so you can access these programs through our network of approved lenders. Some of them might actually be here at the event today. And for the folks out there who are on the lower end of the income spectrum, we have a special program that is really exciting. It's called the Forgivable Equity Builder Loan Program, and I call this one the game changer. Now, it's not for everyone. This is truly for lower income folks who don't have other home ownership options. To qualify, you have to make 80% of the area median income or less. So in Ventura County, that is about $79,000 a year. Here's how it works. CalHFA will give you a down payment assistance loan for up to 10% of the sales price of the home. And if you stay in the home for just 5 years, we're going to forgive that loan so that you don't have to pay it back at all. Now you see why I call it the game changer. Before I finish, I'll just very briefly mention that we also have a program where we provide a grant. Not a loan, but a grant, to help finance the construction of accessory dwelling units, sometimes called ADUs or granny flats. All of these programs are available through our partner lenders, so you can get more information from them or by visiting our website at www.calhfa.ca.gov. Thank you all for listening. Good luck in your home ownership journey and have a great day.
Tina Johnson Hall, what a wonderful presentation, because, there's just so much information there that could help you. And I just want you to know, coming up next, we're going to have equally important informational workshops and opportunities, presentations. So let me just let you know what's coming up next. In just a few minutes, we're going to have 2 panel sessions. One of them is for home buyers, and then the other one is for home owners. Let me talk to you for our home buyers first. We have the Finding a New Way Home. That's going to be a panel moderated by Beth Castro, Community Affairs Officer for the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. She is going to take this program under the OCC with panelists who are representing our title sponsor, Citibank, and platinum sponsors, California Bank and Trust, and also CBC Federal Credit Union and Silicon Valley Bank. Now, for our home owners, we will have a session called Using Your Equity Like a Pro. This panel is going to be moderated by Jessica Monke Correa. She is the Regional Manager, Community Development for Southern California for the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. And the platinum sponsors are panelists with Comerica Bank, US Bank, and Premier America Credit Union. Now, friends, I don't have to tell you, these are exciting and important panel discussions. They're going to highlight aspects of home ownership that will enable low to moderate income home buyers through different programs, different services, and that way home buyers can take advantage of their equity. I need you to do the following. I want you to click on the agenda icon and then click on the panel that you select so that you can access the live stream. After the panel sessions are over, we have a great lineup, so it's not over when that ends. Coming from about 12:30 to 3:15 p.m., we're going to have the workshops, and then we're going to include everything from learning how to improve your credit, home buying assistance programs, who should be on your home buying team, mortgage options for home owners with equity, avoiding foreclosures, and much, much more. I want you to click again on the agenda item for full details on each workshop. Then pick the one that is going to be for you. Also, some of the selected workshops are going to be in Spanish, en español. Yes, tendremos algunos talleres disponibles en español que se pueden acceder a través del icono de la agenda en la página principal. So you have a way to access this no matter what. And as you've seen, our young man who's here, BCCDC has provided American Sign Language, also Patricia, for our English workshops. Please find the link to these videos in the handout section of this session or in each of the individual workshop pages. So here's the point, a lot to pick from. Pick the track that applies to you and make this an opportunity for you to really make it an accessible event. Be sure to visit also our virtual exhibits to get more information and resources on home buying or home ownership programs. You can speak to our exhibitors. There is a live video stream, or you can also use at the bottom of the page right here, the video chat box. You can gather your reading materials, you can watch their videos, and we're going to have, don't miss this, giveaways, raffles, and promotions at each of the booths. Now remember, we have these virtual booths that are available all day, and you can check out our community board section to interact and network with other attendees. So you have both home buyers, homeowners, our sponsors. Make it a community festival today. What do you say? You can also win big today. This is my wrap up. You can participate in our leaderboard contest. And here's how you earn the points. You add sessions to your personal agenda. You say hi to someone on the attendee list and you participate in our community boards. If you visit these booths and you like them, you can join a virtual meetup and more, and you can win one of 3 gift cards. They're going to range from $25 to $100. I'm going to give them away at the end of the programs. You can enter to win a $50 gift card by attending at least tres of the scheduled workshops and staying at least 15 minutes, okay? So no drive-bys. We're going to stay at least 3 workshops, 15 minutes apiece, and that's how you can have a chance to win also additional gift cards like a $200 gift card by completing your passport with digital stamps from each of the exhibitors. So you see, attend workshops, you get a shot at some of those. Then you go visit each of the exhibitors, add them to your passport, and that's how you're going to have a shot at the $200 gift card raffle that we're going to have. You can collect the stamps. You can use the Huba mobile app by visiting each virtual exhibitor booth and liking their booth. Click on the heart icon, posting a comment and submitting your information via the deals and offers button. You have to do all 3 to receive a stamp, okay? So just follow the instructions and you'll be able to be entered to win if you collect 10 stamps by 3 p.m. I'm going to announce the winners coming up in our closing ceremony at 3:15 p.m. Okay, if you're not already using the Huba app for today's event, we highly recommend that you download the app, go to the Apple Store, or you can also use Google Play to get the most out of this event today. There is so much here for us to benefit from. So whether you're a home owner or a home buyer, you're going to learn so much about how you can go down the journey even more in Southern California because BCCDC wants to help you find a new way home. As I bid you goodbye for this opening session, I just want you to know you've got a lot of stuff ahead for the next few minutes. Take advantage of it. Our goal is for you to leave our homeownership conference feeling inspired, feeling equipped with timely, relevant, accurate information to begin or continue your path towards homeownership. Now it's time to go explore. Let's take off.